Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen of the Omaha Mob, and Omaha, how are ya? It's the big game season, and that means indoor cookouts and Doritos dipped in nacho cheese. So while you're stuffing yourself silly at that tailgate party you're popular enough to go to, please enjoy these test results Nickelodeon has provided under its 30th year under our arch nemesis under the form of a multimedia corporation.
Viacom Incorporated!
Alright, let's see here. And of course, nothing has changed. SpongeBob and Fairly Odds are still there. Dan Schneider's still there. Make It Pop. Oh, good God. Glitter Force is not a Nickelodeon show, and thank God for it. 100 Things to Do Before High School. Wonder where you got that idea from. I Am Frankie, yet another Americanized telenovela in the veins of Tiana's Kitchen and Every Which Way. And it's a one-dimensional ripoff of My Life as a Teenage Robot? Good Lord. And this illustrates a problem that I have with Viacom. Like the notorious "that last football game." It's just a game of cheap statistics and fan hype left to chance as to what people will flock to. They're flailing their arms around to attract new audiences, failing to realize that kids are much smarter than you give them credit for. And thus, they'll realize what they're watching is garbage sooner than you might expect. When a company gets to the levels of shit that can be matched only by Konami, where the company solely exists as a hellmouth, its talent and fans will probably move on to greener pastures, leaving the Big B's shittiness behind, maybe for good. But on a personal level, this news depresses me. Not just because the 90s kicked ass for them, despite having their share of shit like Doug or Ren and Stimpy. It's also that we got a network on our hands where there's only one show, Harvey Beaks, that's actually worth watching. I think it's an omen for America. See, there's this bubble of corporate buyouts going on recently, there's this bubble of corporate buyouts going on recently with Disney's corporate shopping spree or Hasbro flirting with Mattel for an eventual merger. And the corporations are sitting pretty because of it, spewing lies, denying change, and buying up all the political parties to further fuel their primary instinct of biggering and biggering their control over the earth because they're just too big to fail. But when that bubble pops, it'll be devastating for the global economy. Companies will go belly up, governments will collapse, and everything will be horrible. Because those giants are too big to fail, Bernie Sanders has dictated that they're too big to exist. We have got to put an end to this nightmare right here, right now. Wolf-PAC.com. It's easy to join and simpler to execute. Get the states to call for an amendment making it illegal for corporations to buy our democracy to prevent this hell on earth I just described from happening to us. Because as it stands, it's all about the money, Lebowski. And it's infected every company in the States to the point where they're doing everything that they can to avoid paying taxes. I'm telling you, greed is what ends up killing humanity in the end, folks. That's the bottom line of the show. Just why the hell did you think the homunculus Greed the Avaricious made it to the penultimate episode of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? Because he's a sin that just can't be destroyed. It's no use. He's an eternal flame, baby! So all we can do is to keep Greed from getting his way. Join the stampede. We can get our democracy back. Thanks for watching, and as always, good fight, good night, and stay frosty.
I'm at Comic-Con!